Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading for the week of December 23rd. This is the Chris's Crappy Astrology reading for the week of the 23rd. So we are going to get started in just a few minutes here. I feel like the sound is reverberating or something here, but hopefully the sound isn't too bad as always. But welcome, everybody. Sandy, hello. Dad, hello. Ninja, hello. And Jorge, hello. That's it. that's all that's here. Sabrina, hello. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Roy, hello. Ellie, hello. Welcome. As always, we are going to answer some super chats first, and then we will get started. Is it raining? I think it was raining, Ninja, but actually, I don't think I didn't really look outside. Actually, it is raining, Ninja. So yes, it is definitely raining by the looks of things. And it's been raining for weeks. Jorge, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Pull 4 cards, and will I have some luck with winning money? Jorge, you have the 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords, and the 8 of Swords. I feel like you are setting yourself free here, Jorge. 8 of Pentacles, like waiting for results, waiting for money, basically, to come in for you here. The 2 of Cups, a perfect match with something. I do feel like this could be a perfect match with something that provides money. The Queen of Swords and the 8 of Swords says you could easily improve your situation. This, to me, would not be winning money, Jorge. To me, this would represent working for money, especially with the 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like this is you kind of like working for money, basically, or finding something that works. Yeah, definitely. Queen of Cups, definitely some sort of change in direction. Not really a luck here, but I feel like this is... kind of just like working for it is what I would say. This could be like an inheritance or a legal settlement or something like that as well, Jorge. So I do feel like there's money coming in, but it's definitely something that you have like worked for, is what I'd say to you. For sure, but thank you. Sabrina, you saw something on... I watched... Are you talking about that new show about Bigfoot? I have definitely been watching it. So, yeah, I like that show so far. Raymond, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You have the 7 of Wands, Raymond, and the 8 of Wands. Yeah, charging forward towards success. 7 of Wands, opening up to something new in your life here, Raymond. 7 of Wands is like being very sure of yourself as well. That's actually not what it means, but that's what I feel like it's saying for you, is that you are like very sure of yourself, or you will be very much more sure of yourself, which I will feel like will lead to success. So I love it. All right. Rosie, hello. Thank you for being here. Cynthia, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You have the Hangman and the 6 of Wands. Yeah, needing more attention. I mean, Libra. So definitely like a Libra reading is what I would say to you here, Cynthia. Hangman, keeping yourself stuck, but needing to get out there. This definitely says you could have love already. That doesn't surprise me. 6 of Wands, needing to get attention. Yeah, very attractive at this time. Tons of abundance coming in for you, but stuck in your head, Cynthia. The 9 of Swords, Death card, some sort of change. And you have the King of Cups as well, so it definitely could be a water sign coming in. I don't really ever feel water for you. I always feel like earth, or I don't know, maybe you've had water in the past. I always feel like earth or fire, or it could be like a mixture of the two things, earth and fire basically coming in for you. But I feel like this could be talking about the return of love to your life, basically. Not someone from the past, but, definitely a newer person or someone you've never dated, and but someone who's very like nurturing, caring, and all that other stuff. To me, it could be very similar to a fire sign with the King of Cups. Could be a Scorpio as well, or just someone with Scorpio in their chart. But I feel like it could be like a fire sign, or just someone, because to me, fire, what I was saying is that to me, fire is very similar to the King of Cups, because like Leos, for example, can be very like nurturing, caring, very, kind of affectionate, things like that, kind of like the King of Cups. Teresa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, cards for love. You have the 2 of Swords, Teresa, and the Page of Cups. Definitely could be love coming in for you here. This could represent like needing to get out there, needing to find new love. 2 of Swords is like not making a choice to find love. Yeah. Emperor, I would say let go of someone who's being cold and distant. Queen of Pentacles, new love. So I feel like you are like moving towards new love, Teresa. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Had that phone interview with Neon Systems today. or yesterday, and the job sounds good, but he said a few things that made me feel the company isn't stable. I don't know, you have the Ten of Cups, fortune after difficulty. You do have the Five of Cups, which is like maybe focusing too much on the negative, needing to focus on the positive here. I don't know, I still feel like this could be good for you. I felt good about this yesterday. You had really good cards for this yesterday, and you have really good cards for it today. I would be patient, but I feel like this could be a good position for you. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is quality work, so I feel like this could be good for you, Nicole. For sure. So that's that. All right. Val A, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You have the Page of Wands and the Three of Swords. Definitely needing to let go of heartbreak. Page of Wands, needing to move towards your desires, Val. Here, Eight of Cups. This is like walking away. So I feel like you have to walk away from something. Ace of Pentacles could be a new love offer coming in. I'd say it's probably a fire sign if this is new love. This could also just be working on your desires, because Page of Wands can be you moving more towards desires, and the Ace of Pentacles could be you moving more towards a job that is something that you desire, if that makes sense. Efren, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. We're choking already. You say here, work cards for BFF Ninja. Ninja, you have the Moon and the King of Wands. The Moon is like, this is like fears that you will not find something that you actually want to work on with the King of Wands is what's popping into my head. So I feel like you have to like let go of your fears at this time. Yeah, releasing burdens. Page of Pentacles, definitely a new job coming in for you. I feel like this year is what I would say to you, Ninja. So I feel like there's something new coming in for you soon. Clarabelle, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I couldn't send the previous chat with money. Clarabelle, if you have a question, pop it in down below. I'll be happy to answer it. And thank you for the super chat. Audi Girl, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I get the job offer from Progressive? High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune. I would say yes, especially if you have been waiting for a very long period of time. So if you have been waiting for a very long period of time, I definitely feel that this is saying there is a turnaround. There will be a job coming in for you. So yes. Nicole, again, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, also, the girl who was doing the job was fired. I'm always sus when companies fire people. I could just be judging without knowing. That's kind of what I felt on that Five of Cups there, is what I would say to you. Yeah, I feel like this was a good firing, is what I feel. Like, I feel like she deserved it with that Five Wands. And the Justice card, balance, yeah, King of Swords. Yeah, I feel like things are fine here. So I feel like she deserved to be fired, basically. Yeah, I wouldn't even focus on those extra details. When I pulled the Five of Cups for you on your first question, that's why I said something about like extra details. It's like you're focusing on the wrong things. That's what I feel. And Seven of Cups would say you're focusing on the wrong things in the situation. Yeah, Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a card of happiness and good things coming in. So to me, it's a card of a turnaround. So I still feel like it's a good position. Ninja, again, thank you for the super chat. Love for Efren and money for Efren. Efren, for love, you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, needing to put more energy into love. Nine of Pentacles, being single, and Six of Pentacles, needing to put energy into find love, basically. For money, you have the Tower and the Hermit card. So the Tower doesn't have to be a bad thing. It could represent some sort of change, or it could just say that you've been trying to rebuild your finances for a long period of time, Efren. So you've probably just been trying to rebuild your finances for a long time. The Hermit says you have gained a bunch of inner guidance. Yeah, I would just say avoid the typical traps at this time with money. Seven of Swords to me on financial questions that only involve you basically says avoid the usual problems that could come up in finances. Make sure to avoid the usual traps as finances are concerned. So that's what I'd say there. Elizabeth, thank you for the super chat, as always. Really appreciate it. You say, what does the Aquarius guy truly think of me? Very attractive, very bold, very sort of, yeah, like you are his wish here with this card. Very attractive, Queen of Wands, and the star is the word I was looking for. Definitely feels like you glow in the light, right? So I feel like he feels like you are a dream come true with those cards. Raymond, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Raymond, if you have a question, pop it in down below. And Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say something about me again, please. Sarah, you got it. Sarah, you have the Devil and the King of Pentacles. I feel like this is saying let go of past toxic situations, like toxic love or toxic situations in general. The King of Pentacles says, I feel like it's saying, what's popping into my head for you, Sarah, is like focus on sure things. So I feel like you need to focus on things that are stable in your life, that are secure, including like relationships. This would definitely say move towards new love if you're looking for love. I feel like you have to let go of the past. Anything toxic here. Yeah, you have the Hierophant here as well. Definitely could be like an earth sign coming in for you in love if you are looking for love. This could also be you feeling like you are being guided by the universe. The Hierophant could be like just guidance, and the Judgment card is also a card of guidance. So I feel like you are feeling guided in life at this time. Yeah, definitely new love coming in for you though, or a love offer. If you have love, it could be an offer for like a deeper commitment or something like that with this Knight of Cups. But definitely good for love, I would say, for you. So love it. And I think I'm all caught up here, right? Mava, hello. Thank you for being here. And hello. Thank you. And Mitch, hello. Nelly, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You have the 4 swords and the 4 cups, 2 fours, and the chariot. This is basically saying that you like have been meditating about both of these cards, meditation, right? Both of these cards. So I feel like you need to focus on meditating and focusing on what you're trying to manifest in your life. The chariot says, with those 2 fours, basically says you are in control over the things that you create in your life, and you are creating your own reality. So focus on the reality that you want to create with this card is what I would say to you. Clarabelle, thank you again for the super chat. What advice do you have for work and life? You have the Ace of Cups and the Sun, the best card in the deck, one of the best cards in the deck. I feel like your emotions are overflowing. The Sun just simply says pay attention to your attention, Clarabelle. If there are things that you can't stop thinking about, the Sun says move towards the things you can't stop thinking about. Learn more about them. The Sun is just a card of attention, basically, is what I'd say to you here. 5 of Swords, this is like you wanting to give up on things that no longer serve you, basically. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, moving towards desires. Again, the Sun. The Sun is a very good card, but something I think people don't think about with the Sun is that it can represent needing to focus on wherever the sun is shining, basically. And people always ask me, where is the sun shining? And the answer is, anywhere your attention is drawing you, basically. Anything that you are thinking about doing. So that's that. So there we go. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. You say, why are you working on Xmas Day? I always work on all the holidays because why not? That's what I like doing. I like working. That's why. And you say, where is my family? My family, they live on the other side of the United States, so they are far away. My brother is here though, so I live with my brother, and so we'll be hanging out doing stuff all day as well. But I will also be here for all of you as well. So that's that. All right, hey, let's get started, people. Right now, for anybody who just super chatted, I will be answering the rest of the super chats at night, or right after I get through all this. But I need a clean piece of paper here so I can get the timestamps down and correct. But we are doing Chris's Crappy Astrology. If you don't know, Chris's Crappy Astrology is a joke, people. So for everyone who leaves comments saying it's not crappy, I appreciate it. For everyone who leaves comments saying it's bad for the law of attraction, trust me, the universe doesn't have a stick up its butt, right? The universe understands a joke, so it's just a joke, people. So there we go for everybody who keeps crawling up my ass about that one. It's a joke, but if you can take jokes, this is Chris's Crappy Astrology for for this week, the 23rd, but really we're just going to be talking about the 26th, which is when we're going to be having a solar eclipse, and that will be in Capricorn. So this is actually going to be pretty quick tonight. There's not a lot to talk about other than the fact that this is going to be a very lucky solar eclipse for pretty much everyone, and there's a lot of good stuff going on with this eclipse just in general. So we are going to start with Pisces. So Pisces, let's see here what we have going on for you. Pisces, this is happening in your 11th house, this solar eclipse, and of course this is going to be very good for meeting with other people. Basically, everything that I've been talking about, if you watch like the past 3 Chris's crappy astrologies for the past 3 weeks, except for last week, which I missed, but for like the 3 before that, everything we've been talking about for every single sign, the eclipse is happening in the house. This is very confusing what I'm about to say, but what is happening in the house that we've been talking about for your sign, no matter what sign you are. So this eclipse is kind of bringing everything together that I have talked about in Chris's crappy astrology from like the past 3 weeks at least, all the major stuff that has happened. So for you Pisces, again, everything has been happening in your 11th house. As always, I have the wrong chart up, so let me just fix that, but so everything is happening in your 11th house, which has to do with other people, community, things like that. And so I feel like you could be definitely meeting very important people at this time, Pisces. I feel like you could be meeting people from that you have like past life connections with as well. Eclipses have to do with like karma and could definitely have to do with our past lives. So you could be meeting people from a past life or like a past life connection as well. And I feel like these connections are going to be very good for you, Pisces. I feel like these are going to be things, connections with people who can help you grow, who can help you reach your dreams, especially in the 11th house. 11th house to me is also your wishes, dreams, goals, and kind of like things like that. To me, it's also like the house of luck as well, Pisces. So I do feel like there could be a little bit more of an element of luck for you here, Pisces. I feel like there could be a little bit more just kind of like feeling like you're in the right place at the right time as well with this eclipse for you, Pisces. So it looks really good. Again, of course, this solar eclipse is so positive because it's conjuncting Jupiter as well, and it's also trining Uranus, which makes it a little bit unpredictable, but also at the same time, Jupiter will be trining Uranus, so just so everybody knows, not just Pisces, again, it's going to be pretty positive. Pisces, I feel like this is a very good time for you to commit to your dreams as well, so committing to one thing, especially if you feel like something is your calling in life, committing to your calling is going to be highlighted with this eclipse for you for sure. I also feel like this is kind of like a time for you to charge forward towards your dreams, Pisces. So I feel like you need to kind of like charge forward towards things, move through challenges, and don't look back. I feel like you have to keep pushing forward as well. The one thing I would say, Pisces, is I do feel like it would be a good time for you to look back at the challenges that you have been through, especially if you are working on one thing, Pisces. So if you are working towards like one dream, or if you are working towards starting one business or something like that, and you've been working on this for a long period of time, I do feel like it would be a good time for you to look back at the challenges you went through, especially like involving that, or especially involving like friends, community, or like people in your life. It would just be a good time to kind of like reflect on the challenges and see what you can avoid in the future. So I wouldn't live in the past, but I definitely feel like it would be a good time to say like, oh, these are the challenges I went through, this is what I've learned, now I can move past it. So I feel like that type of reflection would be very good for you, but to me it's very much a time of a turnaround for everybody, and including you, Pisces. So I feel like you should just be kind of like focusing on the future. The 11th house to me is like the future as well, Pisces. So I feel like it's a good time for you to focus on like your future goals, and wherever you are feeling pulled. Like again, I mean, kind of like I've been saying for weeks, for everybody, we are very much being driven by our desires, and especially you, Pisces, especially involving other people. So if you are feeling very strong desires for something, move towards it. It's just that simple. If something doesn't feel good, don't do it. I mean, it's very much a time to kind of like follow your feelings as well, Pisces. So that's what I got for you, but thank you, Pisces. All right, Aquarius, let's see what is going on for you, Aquarius. Aquarius, you have this eclipse happening in your 12th house right now. So I would definitely make sure to tell the truth. Again, the 12th house, I don't know. Eclipse is in the 12th house, not crazy about it. To me, this could be one of those things where you try to tell like a little white lie, then you start digging like a big hole, and before you know it, you know, people just don't believe you about anything. So I would be very careful with the truth, making sure to tell the truth. But I would also say that, you know, this goes for other people in your life as well. So you could be kind of like dealing with people lying to you as well, or people not telling you the truth. I would use this time, I feel, for you, Aquarius, to focus on things like personal development or like self-development, anything that involves working on yourself. Yeah, it's happening in your 12th house, but I don't know, just like intuitively. Again, this is Chris's crappy astrology. This is why we call it Chris's crappy astrology. It's not necessarily accurate astrology. It's not necessarily like set in stone, right? So just intuitively, I feel like this is just a better time for you to focus on yourself. I feel like it's also a good time for you to look at the restrictions that you are setting on yourself as well. Or you could feel like there have been certain restrictions being placed upon you in your life, and you could be feeling like these are external restrictions from other people. But maybe you realize that these are restrictions that you've been placing upon yourself. So maybe you've been kind of like blaming other things, or maybe you've been turning yourself into a victim. And maybe now you're saying, you know what, no, I'm going to take responsibility and I'm going to remove these restrictions from my life. So I feel like you could be just like removing beliefs that no longer serve you from your life with this position. I also kind of just get like a coming out of the cold type of feeling here for you, Aquarius. I would say you probably maybe won't feel it for, I feel like you'll start to feel like you're coming out of the cold, like things are starting to improve, but really probably won't be till like the middle of the year, middle of 2020, when you really, really feel good. Again, that doesn't mean that you're not going to start feeling better right now. It just means that by that time, I feel like there will be that's when you'll really kind of notice major changes, or really notice like you have kind of like opportunities as well. I do feel like it's time for you to harvest like from small details as well. So that's kind of like a weird thing, but I feel like you need to look at the small successes you've had, and I feel like you need to look at them as successes in your life, and that's what I mean by like kind of harvesting from small things or small details at this time. I do feel like there could be a lot of small opportunities as well, but I would not discount these opportunities at all. Like, for example, it's kind of weird because I wrote a note here in my notes for you, Aquarius, where I said, like, imagine if you wanted to be on TV. And it's like, maybe you can't be on TV, but maybe you could be on YouTube. And that's what popped into my head. And I was like, maybe you could have some small success on YouTube before you end up on TV, like in the future. So that was a very confusing message when I was meditating for you, Aquarius, about this eclipse. But kind of what I got out of that was the fact that, like, I feel like you could be doing something that seems insignificant now, but it's just like, I feel like it's kind of just a small piece of a future vision. I feel like this is just like a small taste of something much, much bigger that will be coming in the future that you don't even realize. So, for example, maybe you want to be on TV, like I said, and maybe all you could do is YouTube. So you do YouTube, and I feel like what you don't know is that in the future, you will end up on TV. It's like you are getting a preview, is the word I'm looking for here, of something that is going to be happening, but it's going to be on a much smaller scale. So that's definitely kind of what I feel for you here. Not only that, again, it's one of those things where I feel like there could be a lot of just seemingly insignificant opportunities for you, but I would take advantage of these opportunities. Maybe you want a full-time job. Maybe there's only a part-time job that is available to you right now. I would take the part-time job. It could turn into something full-time. Maybe you want a relationship, but maybe all that you've been able to do is go out and speed date. Just go out and speed date. Have a good time. I feel like, again, like you in particular, Aquarius, with this placement, I feel like for whatever reason, it's popping up into my head that you need to look into these like seemingly insignificant opportunities. I feel like they're significantly more significant than you realize. So I'll leave you with that, Aquarius, but there you go. Thank you, Aquarius. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, you have this obviously in your first house, so I feel like this is a great time to kind of like make changes to yourself as well. I feel like you have just a really kind of the thing that popped out to me the most for you is like I feel like you have a very strong desire for new experiences. I feel very much kind of like there was a bubble floating around my room there. That was very weird because I don't have anything that could produce bubbles in my room, so that's weird. But anyway, I feel like this could be a time for you where you have a strong desire for new experiences, especially if you've been on the hamster wheel for a very long time here, Capricorn. So I feel like there's definitely has been a ton of hamster wheel type of stuff going on in your life. I feel like you need to definitely trust your intuition with this position. To me, there is a lot of energy. There's like a lot of pressure on you just because there is so much energy in your sign at this time. The Sun, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, Venus just left your sign as well. It's only at 3 degrees, so it just left your sign basically. So it's a very heavy energy. But I feel like this is a time for you to kind of like step into the spotlight, step into the limelight as well. I feel like there could be a lot of like recognition for you at this time, especially the Sun in your sign as well here. I also feel like really what you need to do is kind of like dig into the mysteries of your life. I always say, to me, Pluto is kind of like a detective, and that might not be accurate astrology, but I think it is, but To me, Pluto is like a detective. So I feel like a lot of you, because Pluto is in your sign, Capricorn, I feel like it would be an amazing time to like dig into anything that you find mysterious. I feel like there is also probably treasure in learning more about something for you as well, Capricorn. To me, basically, right now, it is a very Ten of Pentacles time. And it's kind of weird that the Ten of Pentacles shows up a lot. Ten of Pentacles to me says that we could be finding a lot of success in something that we're doing. But it also says there is like greater success in gaining a full understanding of something that we're doing and going deeper, not just learning the surface level of something, right? Like the best way that I can always describe it is that the Ten of Pentacles is a card that kind of represents almost becoming a specialist. It's like when you compare a doctor to like a surgeon who specializes in a certain type of surgery, it's like the specialist is always going to make more money than the doctor. And to me, that's like the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is gaining a much deeper understanding of something. To me, it's a card of a treasure hunt. To me, we don't just find treasure on the side of the road. We have to go on a hunt. And that's kind of the feeling I get for you, Capricorn, here with this energy. I also feel like you need to move towards true desires, and kind of like the feeling that I get here is that for some of you, there is basically there could be people in your life who are kind of creating desires in your life. So I feel like for some of you, it could be that there are like other people who are like almost creating desires that pop up into your head, and I feel like you need to focus on your own desires, focus on your own things that you want in your life. I do feel at this time you could also be getting very busy as well here, Capricorn. So that's that, Capricorn, but I think that's all I wanted to touch on. But thank you, Capricorn, really appreciate it. Sandy, what am I looking at? Yeah, I'm looking at the chart. Everybody always asks me what am I looking at. I have two charts up on my screen just so everybody knows. People are always like, what are you looking at? Trust me, I'm good, but I don't know this stuff like right off the top of my head. I do have to look at the charts to actually know what is going on here. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is happening in your second house, this eclipse, and of course this is going to be very good for you for increasing your income. I also feel like, but more importantly to me, this would be more like getting your income under control and kind of like learning how to control your income in the first place. I feel like you should also be looking for opportunities to do this. Your opposite sign, for Gemini, your opposite sign, this is going to be happening in Gemini's 8th house. To me, there are two groups of signs that to me always seem very similar. You in Gemini, your opposite sign, and then Virgo and Pisces, I find those two sets to be the most similar opposites, if that makes sense. And I feel like for you, that kind of with Gemini having this eclipse in their 8th house, to me, this is all about kind of getting finances in order, making sure to pay off debts and things like that. I feel like that it's happening in your second, but I also feel like it would be a really good opportunity for you to like straighten out any debts and things like that. Not exactly what this eclipse means for you, Sagittarius, but again, I feel the energy for you very strongly. I feel like it would be a good time for you to do that. I feel like there could be a lot of good opportunities for you and Gemini to work on a team. I feel like there could be good opportunities for you to work with other people. There could be a lot of benefits in doing that for you with this eclipse. I also feel like you need to look for something. I feel like some of you could be looking for a new job, basically. And I feel the same thing for Gemini as well. But definitely for you, I feel like you could be looking for a new job. But I feel like this could be a job that you really, truly put your heart and soul into. Not just a job. Like, I feel like you want something that you can commit to. And as I've been saying for months now, Sagittarius, for you, I feel like in a lot of ways that this eclipse is saying you are looking for something where you can make a difference, where like I feel like you need to see results, basically. Like it's almost like if you are working in some sort of big major corporation and if you are not seeing the results, then I feel like there will be a lot of challenges, because it's like I feel like you will feel disconnected from the position. So I feel like getting a job or getting a position where either results are measured, or maybe you are paid based off of the results that you produce, based off of performance, more or less. Or again, like if you could work for a corporation if they give reports or something like boring like that, right? Where you are kind of seeing the result, or where you are seeing the progress that you are providing for the company. But again, if you don't have one of those things, then you're probably not going to like the job that you have if you can't see what type of impact you're having. It's like there's probably more of like I just feel like there's more of like a personal connection to work for you, Sagittarius, or there needs to be. I feel like it's a good time to kind of like let go of fears as well, because I feel like this is a very good eclipse for you. It's very lucky, and it's very lucky to have it happening in the second house. I feel like it could be bringing a lot of money, but I do feel like it could bring up past fears as well. Like, especially if you've had any past like financial disasters or financial challenges, I feel like it's time to like let those things go, move on to the future. I also feel like it's time to kind of like weigh your options in work as well and in finances. And I also feel like you need to like just I feel like the only advice I have for you, Sagittarius, is to focus on activities that will grow your finances. So, this could be one of a million different things depending on your situation. Like, if you have a job, it could be like trying to stand out at work, trying to get a raise or a promotion. It could be doing one of the things I just mentioned, like trying to get a position or that is based off of performance. If you have a business, same thing. Just working harder or focusing on the activities that grow your finances or focusing on the things that produce more income would be a good idea. And if you're retired, same thing. I feel like if you're retired, this could be good for like investments, although I feel like investments is probably better for Gemini. But again, I do feel the same energy for you, like finding someone who can help you invest, working together on a team with someone who's like a financial advisor, anything like that I feel like would be good for you. So that's what I'd say to you, Sagittarius. But thank you, Sag. And Scorpio. Scorpio, this is happening in your third house of communication. So I feel like there could be a lot of communication coming in for you here, Scorpio. I feel like you're very persuasive at this time. And how crazy is it? Like, again, for like the past 3 Chris's Crappy Astrology, Scorpio, I've been saying that you're very persuasive at this time. I've been saying that you have been kind of thinking about maybe needing to negotiate. I feel like it's a very good time for negotiation for you as well, Scorpio, on anything that you are trying to negotiate. I also feel like if you use your voice to do anything, or if you like broadcast or communicate in work or business, I feel like this could be a very good time for you to be more successful. And I feel like that you can get more out of your words as well. I feel like you can really get what you want with your words here, Scorpio. But I also feel like you have kind of more of an opportunity to kind of experiment with your words as well, or with communication. So what I would say is, like, if you're trying to communicate something to someone and the way you're communicating doesn't work, then try a different way of communication with a person, because I feel like this is about like the style of communication, like in work, business, or in career, or anything like, or even love. I mean, this could be any area of your life. It's just saying if something is not working for you, you could be changing the way you communicate, and I feel like it would be a great time for you to learn how to communicate in different ways as well. I also feel like it'd be just kind of like intuitively, I feel like it could be a good time for those of you that are studying or learning, or even if you're like taking a training or something like that. I feel like that would be a good idea for you as well. I feel like that you could be also learning about like love in general. So if you are looking for love, I feel like it could be a good time for you to like learn about love or anything like that. I also feel like it would be a good time for you to like try to work towards becoming an authority, just because there's a lot of authority here. Like, because this is happening in your third house, and there's a ton of authority energy, Pluto, Saturn, in your third house here, Scorpio, plus also Jupiter. I feel like there could be a lot of opportunities for you to like take the lead, or for you to communicate your way into a leadership position just because of the way that you are able to communicate at this time. I also feel like it would be a good time to just like make decisions at this time. So if you are in a work, if you in like work or business, if you're trying to get a leadership position, just acting as if you are the leader could work. Or just making decisions, or being the one who does make decisions, could put you in a leadership role. And I feel like that would be a very, very good thing for you here as well. I also feel like for some of you intuitively that there could be communication like about love coming in. So I feel like for some of you you could be communicating with someone like new that could be coming into your life that brings in love. So if you're looking for love, I definitely feel like there could be love coming in there, Scorpio. But that's that, Scorpio. So thank you, Scorpio. All right, so Libra. Let's see here. Libra, you have this eclipse happening in your fourth house. To me, this is great for like cleaning, renovating, removing clutter, doing anything like that as well. Would be anything involving kind of your home or your anything that provides stability would be very good for you. I feel like a lot of you could be feeling very good in the home. I feel like there could be, of course, a lot of opportunity in the home with this as well. For you, Libra, there could be like opportunities to work from home. There could be opportunities to build a relationship in the home. Pretty much anything like that with this position. I feel like your sense of foundation could be getting stronger. I do feel like a lot of you, for whatever reason, could be like thinking about going back to your roots, or you could be thinking about your roots in general. This is a very broad statement because I feel like this could have to excuse me, I feel like this could have to do with anything in your life, Libra. I feel like it could be where you are from, and you could literally be traveling to go back home if you live away from your home or away from your roots. Maybe some of you could be traveling to a country that you've never been to before that has to do with your roots, like where you come from. So I feel like some of you, if you're not doing it, you might be planning it or you might be thinking about it, but it could be anything having to do with your roots. It could also be a job as well. So it's like maybe over the years you've had different jobs, but maybe one job is something that you would consider like where you came from. And a lot of you could be thinking about going back to a job that is something of where you came from, or something that you consider your roots as far as work is concerned. So if I couldn't say the word roots enough here, Libra, I feel like a lot of you could be doing that. For others, I feel like you could be renewing relationships, like old relationships here, Libra. We're not talking about love relationships. We're talking more about like family relationships, things like that. So I feel like this could be saying that you are kind of renewing old family relationships, or maybe people you haven't seen in a long time. For some of you, I don't think these are necessarily, this is more of like a bonding thing is what I feel for you, Libra. So this could be you are renewing relationships. Maybe the relationships never went anywhere. Maybe you've always been in these relationships with people, and maybe they've always been a part of your life, but maybe you are kind of like taking time to bond on a deeper level with some of your more important relationships in your life. And again, this could be love for sure. I also feel like some of you could be moving, which has come up in the past 3 Chris's Crappy Astrologies as well. Again, because we're talking about the same part of the sky, so it wouldn't surprise me if some of you moved. I would say if you are moving, it's probably for work or for business or for something involving your stability in general. So maybe you could be moving also somewhere that's like cheaper. But what I would say is that if you are moving somewhere that's cheaper, it's probably actually better. So I kind of said this at the beginning of this year, that I feel like over the next 3 years or so, people could be moving places that are cheaper but better as well. So it's like you could be moving to a place that's like cheaper but bigger. Or you could be moving somewhere that's like cheaper, but maybe you don't have a dishwasher right now, right? Maybe you could be moving someplace that's cheaper but has a dishwasher. Anything that makes you feel more stable is what I would say with this position for you. I also feel that this could be very good for anything like work or business related in general, because again, anything involving stability is what we're talking about here, Libra, for you in the 4th house. So anything that could potentially increase stability is going to be obviously highlighted here. But that's that, Libra. So thank you, Libra. All right, Virgo. Let's see. Virgo, you have this eclipse happening in your 5th house. The word focus definitely like popped into my head for you, just very, very strongly here. And so I feel like a lot of you need to kind of like maintain your focus, and I feel like you need to maintain your kind of like personal vision here for yourself here, Virgo. I feel like you are going through like a birthing period. The 5th house is the house of children, which is interesting, but it was like, I also have my notes up here on the screen, and when I was meditating for you on this position, I kind of felt like it was more talking about a birthing period for some reason for you, but this has come up for you almost every single night, that you are going through almost like a birthing period. It's like you are in the squeeze. I feel like the only challenge here for you is boredom, basically, Virgo, or loneliness. So I feel like for some of you, this is like boredom or loneliness. It's like, I don't know if babies are bored when they're being born. I guess it's possible, and I don't know if they feel alone either, but I felt like boredom and loneliness here. I feel like you need to pour your energy into a project or into something that you are like working on, like something personal or creative, I feel like would be a good idea for you. So I feel like working on creative projects or personal projects is definitely highlighted here. To me, fifth house is a house of like hobbies and things that you enjoy or creativity. But to me, it's also could be a card of like turning a hobby or something creative into a business or into something that makes you money. So I feel like it could be a really good time to work on like a hobby or something creative that could lead to success. The fifth house to me is also the house of risk taking. Definitely not accurate astrology. This is Chris's crappy astrology. So again, let's get that out there right now. But to me, the fifth house does have to do with risk taking because it can be like a house that can represent certain types of conflict, but not really conflict, just mostly conflicts having to do with taking a risk, right? The opposite of fifth house, 11th house, is the house of your dreams, wishes, goals, things that you desire. And to me, the fifth house is a great place to take some sort of risk to become much more successful. I feel like some of you could be traveling or moving, which comes up for you every single night. Again, kind of like Libra, I would say that if you are traveling or moving, it could be for work or business. But other than that, I would say that it could be for personal growth as well. For example, here, Virgo, because I feel like some of you, you've had way too much stuff that involves other people, but mostly other people crapping all over your life, or you just realizing that you are not surrounded by the best people possible. So I feel like some of you Virgo people with this energy in the chart are deciding like that you are not surrounded by positive people, so you could be moving because of that. The other thing is that again, you could be moving for boredom. Normally I would say terrible idea, except for you, Virgo. I do feel that if you are moving because like your life it feels like it's stalled out, or because you feel like you're not moving forward, I do feel like you could move, and I do feel like it would make a change. Again, normally I would say don't do it out of boredom, but for you, I feel like it's very different, and I definitely would as well. For some of you, I feel like definitely could be love coming in over the next few months, and I would say it's something, probably someone who is very romantic, very caring. I do feel like it could be somebody from a distance or someone with children as well, but definitely could be love coming in for you there, Virgo. But that's that, Virgo. All right, Libra. Let's see what we have for you, Libra. Leo is what I meant to say, Leo. Leo, this is happening in your 6th house, so I feel like just like a lot of satisfaction for you here, Leo. I feel like it's a great time, of course, for health, which we've been talking about for like the past 3 weeks in all the Chris's crappy astrologies. I feel like it's a great time for like your health, getting on a new diet, or removing things from your diet that are toxic in general. And I feel like starting under the eclipse, like if you're looking to start a diet or make some sort of health change, I feel like now would be a very good time to do that, Leo, because it will probably stick because of this eclipse, because it's so positive. So I feel like some of you need to like start something health-wise here. I feel like it'll be very healthy for you. I also feel like some of you could be getting answers as to what is wrong with you. So if there's something wrong with you, Leo, I feel like some of you could be getting health answers as to like what you need to change or what could be wrong. Something could be coming to the surface here, basically, with this energy. I also feel like a lot of you could be removing toxic habits like once and for all here. So if you're hoping to quit some sort of toxic habit, it could be involving your health, but it could be also something else toxic as well. The example I always give is like maybe you watch too much Netflix, maybe it takes away from time that you could be spending working on a dream or something like that. I feel like some of you, it could be making the flip to kind of like focusing on something else. I also feel like here, really what I feel like is very important for you here, Leo, is that I feel like any positive changes, like this is what you don't realize about this position. I feel like saying that any positive changes you make will have a ripple effect in other areas of your life. So like, for example, you could be, maybe you were having a hard time finding love. Maybe what you don't realize is that changing your health will bring love into your life. Same thing with money as well. It's like, I feel like saying that maybe what you don't realize with this position coming up is that maybe your money hasn't been that great, but maybe your health also hasn't been great. I feel like the health change is going to lead to a money change. So it's like, I feel like some sort of ripple effect type of thing happening for you here, Leo, and I feel like that's the most important thing about this eclipse for you. I also feel like for others that this could just be like plain and simple, you forming a plan and sticking to it and seeing it through to the end, like in work or business or really any other area of your life. And again, I feel like that's the most important thing, but really the most important thing is ripple effect. I feel like any changes you make for the better, even if it's not in your health, it could be in any other area of your life. It could just be like, maybe it's like debt. Maybe you're coming up with a plan to pay your debts off faster. And so you're like sticking to a plan. I feel like the things you do now have a ripple effect into the future, and so I feel like you need to realize that there, Leo. But Leo, love it. It looks really good. Cancer, let's see what is going on for you, Cancer. Cancer, this eclipse is happening in your 7th house, and definitely love for you here, Cancer. I would, my only warning with this position would be careful of other people talking behind your back. Again, jealousy to be ignored. I would say all the way here, Cancer, if people are talking behind your back, don't even pay attention to it. Don't even think about it. Don't even defend yourself, because I feel like there could be a temptation to get upset. Trust me, I get it. You know, people talking behind your back or whatever, there's definitely probably a temptation to want to defend yourself. Totally understand, but I just wouldn't with this position. I feel like I said the same thing to you like 2 weeks ago in Chris's crappy astrology. Again, that energy still stands today. I would just don't even try to defend yourself. Just let things go. I feel like you'll make yourself look more guilty than if you don't. So I would just ignore anything negative coming your way. Everything else about this is extremely positive for you, Cancer. Definitely very good for growing like very positive relationships in general, not just love, but also other relationships. I also feel like a lot of you could be just evaluating your romantic needs in general with this position. So you could be just figuring out what you need in a relationship to stay interested, or you could be thinking about the things you need in a relationship to stay happy, or you know, whatever the case may be. I also feel like you are kind of looking for something more constant as far as a relationship is concerned. I feel like you're looking for something that is more predictable as well as far as love is concerned here, Cancer. I feel like you want someone who is like just like a straight line. Maybe you are up and down, right? And I feel like you just want someone who is just very, like always very stable and even, almost like someone who is very grounding in your life. And I feel like that's what this eclipse could be making you realize, that you want someone who's very stable, who's more consistent and more reliable in love. And I feel like that's something that you will have a very strong desire for. I feel like there's a major focus here for like true love for you, Cancer, as well, where you will be kind of like wanting a relationship that is true. I also feel like a lot of attention coming in for you here as well. Again, all this energy in Capricorn, your opposite sign, right? So there could be like a lot of attention, a lot of kind of like, you know, people wanting to pay attention to you and things like that coming in here. I feel definitely new relationships coming in for you. So if you're looking for love, I feel like there could be new relationships coming in with this energy. And I also feel like your relationship to things is changing for some reason. It popped into my head, I gotta say it, right? But I feel like your relationship to material objects could be changing with this energy. Like you could be feeling like you have certain, maybe you felt like certain things were important in your life, like certain material goods. But now I feel like those things could be changing. It's like your relationship to things is changing in general. It was a very weird message that I got. So, you know, like I said, very weird, but I don't know. I feel like it's almost like you are removing your identity from things in general. But it could even be like your job, for example. So you could be removing your identity from your job. Maybe you used to identify as your job, and now it's like you are saying, no, I'm my own person. But same thing with material goods as well. It's like maybe you used to think that you needed certain things to be a certain way, but it's almost like there's something here, Cancer, about your identity. It keeps popping into my head, and even when I was meditating before the reading on your sign, I got the same thing about like identity, or changing your identity, or just realizing that certain things do not make you who you are. I feel like you're like more focused on yourself, making yourself who you want to be. But definitely, this is like destiny and love, so I feel like there could be very significant love coming in for you here, Cancer, as well. So love it. All right, Gemini. Gemini, this is happening in your 8th house. So I feel like for a lot of you Gemini people, you could be kind of like fixing debts or fixing old debts as well. I feel like for a long time, maybe some of you have been kind of like either restructuring your finances, could have been dealing with debts, taxes, insurance, legal settlements, pretty much anything like that. Even kind of like in your romantic life, you could have been dealing with you could have been dealing with kind of like more intimacy. You could have been dealing with, it could be anything in the 8th house, right? It could be intimacy issues. Intimacy could have been good. It could have been bad. It could have been all over the place, right, Gemini? So I feel like a lot of you have been dealing with these issues as well. And I feel like a lot of you could be restructuring anything having to do with, other people's money, sex, death, pretty much anything. So I feel like a lot of you are kind of restructuring those things in your life in general. I also feel for a lot of you that there are like certain luxuries in life that you desire. I feel like a lot of you could have been feeling restricted from certain luxuries that you want, and it could be anything for you. And like maybe I don't know why this is popping into my head, but it could be like braces. It's like maybe you want to straighten out your teeth. And so that's popping into my head. And it's like, maybe you haven't had the money to do it. It's like, it doesn't really, unless your teeth are really, really bad, it doesn't really affect your life, right? Not to have straight teeth, but it's nice. It's nice to have. So I feel like a lot of you could be having those thoughts of the things that would be nice to have in your life. But it's like, maybe you haven't been able to afford them, or maybe it just doesn't make sense to get them, or maybe there have been certain restrictions. Definitely the type of restrictions that could come up with something like this as well is it could be one of those things where maybe you've gotten a new job, for example, and maybe you want to get braces, and maybe you get insurance through your job, but maybe you have to wait like a certain amount of time before you actually get the insurance. Like, some companies make you wait like 6 months or whatever before you get fully insured or whatever the hell that is, right? So I feel like you could be dealing with certain things like that as well. I would definitely say don't waste. To me, you have the biggest challenge out of all the signs with this eclipse, Gemini. But I also don't think it's bad either. I feel it because it's a very positive eclipse in general to me, and I just feel like just don't spend money on things you don't need at this time. I feel like a lot of you need to focus on what you really do need, like the bare minimum, the basics, basically. And then I feel like you need to set up a plan for something like braces, if that's what you're after, or any other luxuries. I feel like it's a good time for you to like plan things and kind of come up with a plan on how you could be able to afford the luxuries. Maybe not such a great time to spend the money on those things right now. I also feel like for some of you, this could definitely be a time that makes you realize that part of your plan is just simply to go get another job, plain and simple. I feel like some of you could be getting a new job. I feel like that this position could make you realize that that there are things in your life that are not as secure as you once thought they were. We're talking about jobs or anything that provides you with money in general here, Gemini. Even if you're retired, maybe you have certain investments that you thought would pay you dividends every single year, and maybe they're not. Maybe there is some sort of challenge, or maybe things aren't as good. Maybe you have a 401k. Maybe it's not as much as you thought it was. So I feel like a lot of you could be kind of like looking at anything having to do with money or other people's money, and you are realizing that there's a lack of security. The good news is that this energy allows you to change it. So it's like you can now change these challenges, and you can now change these things and make them better. So I would say take advantage of this. I feel like some of you this could definitely just lead to a new job, by the way, like I said. And I feel like for some of you that you will be finding like a lot of relief as far as your finances are concerned through making some sort of change, through death, basically, here, Gemini. So I feel like a lot of you could just be going through a transformation. But that's that, Gemini. So thank you, Gemini. All right, Taurus. Taurus, this eclipse is happening in your 9th house here. So I feel like you are feeling very like bold and assertive is popping up into my head with this position. I also feel like you're feeling very attractive at this time here, Taurus. So if you're looking for love, I would get out there. I feel like you are just like changing where you are putting your energy in general. I feel like some of you are looking to become more of like a teacher, or you are looking to become more of an authority in life in general. And I feel like you need to learn about something that you want to share with the world. Like, I feel like a lot of you have kind of like certain things that maybe you have a lot of knowledge at. So I feel like there could be a lot of opportunities for you to teach people, for you to share knowledge, for you to share your wisdom with people in life in general, and I just feel like it would be a good time for you to do that. Ninth house, education is definitely highlighted here. So if you are learning something, definitely very good for you. If you're not learning something, you need to be learning something, because to me, this eclipse could bring up a lot of opportunity for like education to stick, or for you to learn something that could lead to a lot of success for you here, Taurus. I feel like this really is, again, ninth house. Here's the problem with the ninth house right now. Here for you, Taurus, because it is your ninth house. There's all this energy there that would say it's probably a bad time to focus on like long term or creating things long term. I feel like it's a much better time for you to experiment and try new things in your life, just in general. So I feel like in all areas of your life, I feel like it'd be a good time to experiment and try new things. I feel like that's how you're going to learn. I feel like that's how you're going to get the benefits of this energy, is through learning, but through experimentation as well. So if, for example, if you want to start a business, come up with all the different ways that you could start the business and just try them all, right? And eventually something will stick. Same thing with just love. Maybe you want to find love. This energy says try everything, and whatever works will work, right? Plain and simple. But you're going to have to like experiment and try new things. I also feel that this is a good time for you to, like I said, just test things out. But I also feel like it's very good for any of you who are doing like writing, broadcasting, publishing. Writing comes up in the daily readings for you all the time, Taurus. So I feel like writing would be very good for you. I also feel like it would be a great time for travel. So obviously, ninth house, if you've been planning on traveling, thinking about traveling, hoping to take a vacation, anything like that, I feel like it would be a great time for you to do that as well. So that's that, Taurus. All right, Aries. Finally, Aries, we made it to you, Aries. Aries, thank you for your patience. Aries, this is an amazing time for money, because this is happening in your 10th house, and it's an amazing time for work opportunity in general. I feel like for months, I mean, think about this, Aries, for months, literally, in the daily readings, in the tarot readings, I've been saying that I kept feeling like that some of you could be almost revitalizing an old financial idea or something that you thought about doing in the past in your business. That's what this energy is. Like, I feel like some of you could be working on something in work or business that you thought about doing months ago or even years ago. It could be something that you did do months ago or years ago in your work or in business. And it's like now you could be taking that idea or something that you've been working on, and you could be like revitalizing it, making it new again. So I feel like some of you could just be working on an old, new idea. I feel like that would be a great thing for you to do here, Aries. I feel like there's a lot of success in that. I feel like there's a lot more money in doing that as well. This is an amazing time for work accomplishments for you as well, Aries. So definitely a lot of kind of like good positive work energy here as well. I feel like it's time it's time to choke on YouTube, as always. So I feel like it's time for you to focus on work. I feel like it's time for you to be bold and for you to go after like what you really want. I also feel like some of you could be gaining like a new perspective on your work as well. This kind of feels very similar to what I said to Gemini, but I feel like it's very different as well, because the perspective you could be gaining is very, very broad as far as work is concerned. Some of you could be feeling like your job is not secure. You could be having that realization. You could be feeling like your job is very secure. You could be having that realization as well. For others, you could be saying that you don't want a job. Maybe you have a job, and maybe you're like, you know what, I'm making this other person money, but I'm not making myself money. I'm gonna go do something on my own. So I feel like some of you could be like deciding to work for yourself here with this energy. I feel like you need to go for like your true desires financially here with this energy. I do feel like it could be slightly challenging, but in a good way. For you, Aries, it's like you could be realizing that your job sucks, and you could be realizing that there's something else you want to be doing to make money. The part that sucks is like maybe you would have to go back to school, right? Or maybe you would have to go through some sort of long process to do something that you really want to do. But you bet your ass, Aries, that it's going to be worth it. So I would just do it, whatever it is that you're looking to do. I feel like it would be a really good time for you, Aries, to kind of look at past challenges as well financially. I feel like you need to flip those situations around. That's where all your answers are, Aries, is in the past. So I feel like a lot of you need to look at like the career, work, or financial lessons that you've learned from in the past, and you need to see like those lessons have gold. It's really hard, this is just a general reading, so I mean, and without knowing your situation, it's really hard to say or communicate like what the hell I'm talking about, because I don't even know what I'm talking about, Aries. But I would just say like stay focused in career, but also if you are encountering new situations, like for example, what's popping into my head now is it's like maybe in the past you worked with a partner in business, maybe they screwed you over, maybe there were certain warning signs. Look at the past for those warning signs, and if you see them in someone in the future, don't work with that person. If you don't see them, then you can work with that person. So it kind of just says trust the past. It says don't be paranoid, but definitely look to the past for anything involving like work, finances, pretty much anything with this energy. But that's what I got for you, Aries, and everybody else. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. We made it through another Chris's Crappy Astrology. I only choked twice, thank God, right? So let's drink more. I have about 900 drinks here, but I think I'll survive. So we are going to answer questions now. Of course, Super Chats will get preference, but I will try to answer as many people as we possibly can. Also, I will not be doing the weekly readings tomorrow or Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to start the weekly readings on Thursday this week, just because of the holiday, and yeah, so that's why I'm going to do them on Thursday. So just so everybody knows, I will be starting the weeklies on Thursday. So that gives you all extra time to make sure to watch your sign. So I'm going to put the links for all the weekly readings down below. Remember, I'm doing these in order of most likes and most comments on the weeklies. So make sure to go watch your sign if you have not yet. But again, I will be doing the weeklies starting on Thursday this week. I'll probably end up going live during the day, like on Tuesday or Wednesday even. Well, I am going to go live on Wednesday several times, but I might do a Q&A or something on Tuesday. We will see, but that's that. So, all right. Let's see what we have for everybody. I gotta refresh this. I think I'm all caught up almost on Super Chat, so if you have a question, pop it in down below. But Lemon Puff, thank you for the Super Chat. Really appreciate it. Will I get the license app turned in on time? Yes, definitely. Yes. So, yes, I feel like you will. Sandy Rose, thank you for the Super Chat. Really appreciate it. How old will I be when you get a P.O. Box? 30 years old, Sandy. Cards, please. You have the Ten of Cups, Fortune After Difficulty, King of Cups, a Knight in Shining Armor, but this could be like Fortune After Difficulty, Sandy. It could also just be a lot of happiness or you moving towards a dream here, Sandy. I don't know, I like this. This looks very good. And the Strength card as well. I feel like you need to be patient, but I feel like good things are coming in for you. Brittany X, thank you for the Super Chat. Really appreciate it. You say, any good news next month for me? Ace of Pentacles, finances. So, yeah, look at this. 2 aces, Ace of Wands. I love that. There could be, like, major financial increases for you, Brittany, or there could be, like, more success coming in for you, I feel, with these cards. I feel like there could be, like, financial offers as well coming in for you. So this could be, like, work offers, business offers. Definitely something that's going to lead to abundance and growth with that card. Love it. Yanni, hello. Yanni, you have the moon, and thank you for the Super Chat, by the way, and the King of Pentacles. Yanni, I feel like you need to get out of your head with the moon card. The King of Pentacles is like stability and things becoming stable coming in for you. Yeah, this could be like a lot of stability. This could be like a stable job or a stable relationship even coming in for you as well. I just get the word stability here. Yeah, could be love. And 4 Wands, a 4, stability. I feel like there's just more stability coming in for you. I like it. So nice. Nicole, thank you for the Super Chat. Really appreciate it. What are Ruben's thoughts about me without having met me yet? Knight of Swords, the world. I feel like he thinks the world of you for sure. Knight of Swords is a card of being like a little bit too hasty. He could be hasty in general. I do feel like people are hasty in general in relationships at this time. Just even in the astrology, I feel like people are trying to move way too fast. I feel like people need to chill out and things like that as well. It's a little tricky for me because Part of me is like with Neptune and Pisces, I feel like we need to be very careful in love of getting lost in the fantasy and never actually getting the relationship moving forward. I feel like there's a lot of danger in being a relationship without an actual commitment at this time. I don't think it's dangerous. I just think there's you could get stuck in something for a long time that never really goes anywhere. So I feel like we need to kind of like have an element of being serious, of moving forward and making things happen. But at the same time, it's like we don't want to move too fast. And you have the world, so I feel like he thinks positively about you. You say, also, is he someone who has empathy for others? I would say yes, but I don't think he shows it. King of Swords is one of my favorite type of people to date. To me, the King of Swords is the best type of person to date. It's someone who says something and they do it. It's someone with a lot of wisdom, but they can come off as very cold. They're not, but you have to get to know them to like see who they are. It's just like this is someone who has kind of like a lot of experience in life, and so that's what I'd say there. Wheel of Fortune turnaround. So I feel like he definitely has empathy for others for sure. All right. Jan Drake, hello, Jan. Thank you for the super chat. Will I make it to the party on Christmas Day or not go? I feel like you might not go, is what I would say to you. I feel like you could if you wanted to. Four of Cups says you could go if you wanted to, but it's like you are not. With the Five of Cups here, Jan. Yeah, I feel like you could go if you wanted to, but for whatever reason, I feel like you're not going to go. Maybe you just don't want to go, right? And that's fine, Jan, is what I would say to you. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. I woke up with zits. I'm going to meet him in the nighttime so he can't see me properly. I think that's a good idea, Nicole. Yeah, look at you. You're taking the lead. You're making this happen in the right way. And I still feel like he'll find you very attractive. Queen of Wands. I wouldn't even worry about it. I have a zit on my face right here. As well. So as always, people always ask me, why do you get zits? And I'm like, I just had a piece of chocolate. I can't even eat healthy chocolate. I have chocolate that doesn't even have real sugar in it. It just has fake sugar basically in it, not Splenda, but whatever they call it. And I have a piece of that, and I get this major breakout. So I wouldn't even worry about the zits, Nicole. Christina, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Chris, a Sagittarius, and I, will he ask for more? I would say slowly but surely. Yeah, be patient, Sagittarius. So I would say it's possible, but I feel like it could take a very long time here, is what I'd say. Here he is again, right here. Ace of Cups, eventually, but I feel like it could take a very long time, is what I would say to you. For sure. Alright, let me refresh this. Why isn't that showing up? Simran, thank you for the super chat, really appreciate it. Is our dating potential or just friends? You have the Page of Swords, the Justice card, and, well, yeah, Two of Cups. I would say dating potential for sure. To me, this is like, to me, the Page of Swords is like a card of experience, so, but not as in, so not saying that you have experience with this person or they do. It's a card of gaining experience, of going through the experience with this person. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. So I would say go for it. I feel like this could definitely lead to love. For sure. Cynthia, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, what does he think of me? Does he know I like him? Nine of Swords, get out of your head. Nine of Cups, a wish, fulfillment, basically. Three of Swords, I feel like he does not know, is what I would say to you. Nine of Cups could be love, but it's card of satisfaction, basically. Yeah, it's like you have control in this situation. More flirting, more... I feel like more energy needs to be put in this situation in general. Yeah, Seven of Wands is too closed off, Cynthia. I feel like someone needs to open up. Lovers, could be love, but I feel like there needs to be like more openness here with these cards, is what I'd say to you, Cynthia. Or you need to open up more. Or they do. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. But this is like says there will be a turnaround, basically. So that's what I would say to you. Susie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, will my money problems at work get solved? I would say yes. King of Cups is like a turnaround, and the Queen of Pentacles is a card of finding the resources to fix a problem, literally. So yes, is what I'd say to you, Susie. Tutti Frutti, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate it. So thank you for that. Veronica Jackson, thank you for the super chat. May I have family and finance? For family, you have the death card and the Nine of Wands. This says, like, don't give up on family, but it could also just be, like, a turnaround with family or some sort of transformation in family. This would be very positive as well. And you also say finances. You have the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords. Yeah, improvements, basically, in your finances. Five of Swords is, like, wanting to give up on finances or feeling like you need to give up on finances. And this right here, the Six of Swords, is improvements. So I feel like this is kind of like you moving towards improvements in your finances. To me, maybe Six of Swords is a card of momentum. So it says, like, maybe things will not improve overnight, but it definitely says there will be improvement. So I feel like there will be improvements there, Veronica. I like it. Susie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Susie, I feel like you're very attractive at this time. You always get cards like this in love, I've noticed, for you. So I feel like they're definitely, like, it's like people are obviously attracted to you. Four of Swords could be, to be honest with you, the Four of Swords I don't like, because to me the Four of Swords it can represent basically a break from the universe, meaning the universe is forcing you to take a break from something. The good news is this never lasts forever, but to me a break from the universe is uncomfortable, because it's like the universe could sometimes take something away from us or prevent us from getting something we want, and just like a period of time where we don't have something. But yeah, I feel like there's definitely love. I feel like you need to get more attention. I feel like you could have love right now. Like I said, you have the Empress saying people find you very attractive, and the Star, literally your inner light shining. So that's what I'd say there. Yeah, definitely let go of the past with the Devil. Yeah, I feel like you just have to put the work in, kind of like everybody else, right? But I would get out there. Bobby GMAC, hello. Thank you for being here. You say, can I have a card for finances? Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. Ten of Pentacles, love it, Bobby. Ten of Pentacles says that there is more to learn so that you can become successful. Ten of Pentacles to me says you need to learn as much as you can about whatever it is you do or whatever it is you want to do. It basically says education is your solution to this right here. So if you are feeling out in the cold as far as money is concerned, Ten of Pentacles says learn about something you're interested in to make money. It could be your job, could be your business, could be anything. And this education could be free. It could just be watching videos on YouTube about what you do to get better at whatever it is you do. So that's what I feel like you should do with these cards. So that's what I would do there. So for sure. Sandrine, sorry about that. Sandrine, YouTube is being a butthead lately and just totally not posting some of the super chats. So sorry about that. But you say here, Sandrine, you may have missed my super chat, which is okay. Just wanted some guidance for the end of the year. Sandrine, you have the Ten of Wands here and the Two of Pentacles. We'll start here. So I feel like you are kind of like releasing a burden or burdens at this time. I feel like you are focusing on responsibilities that are important, basically, and only focusing on the ones that are important. The Two of Pentacles says that you are kind of picking a new path in life or looking to start something fresh in the new year, which I feel like a lot of people will be doing anyway. Eight of Wands is like hitting a bullseye. So I feel like with whatever it is that you're doing, I feel like this will kind of like lead to success. Any type of new beginning or anything new that you're focusing on, I feel like would be a really good idea for you here, Sandrine. Yeah, I feel like you're feeling really good, Sandrine. So I like it. Raymond, thank you for the super chat. Raymond, if you have a question, pop it in down below as always. Kimberly, thank you for the super chat. You say, pull a card for love. You have the Hermit, needing to open up for love. Yeah, Six of Wands. I mean, this is very simple. It just says, if you get attention, you will have love. The Hermit is about needing to open up, needing to be more open. Six of Wands, just simply needing to it's a card of recognition and achievement. It just says, you need to get recognition. Basically, you need to go out in public, or you need to date online, or put yourself somewhere where you can get asked out, basically. So that's what I feel like you need to do. You have the Eight of Pentacles as well, just needing to put the work in to find love. So I feel like you just have to put the work in with this card and you will be successful. Raymond, thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, why did Ariel ask me if I still talk to Erica? you say, does he know something I don't know, or is he just curious? I feel like just curious is what I would say to you here. This would be a card of curiosity to me. And the Four of Pentacles is a card of stability. Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about it, honestly, Raymond. I feel like it's just like just a curiosity thing, basically, with this card. So that's what I would say to you there. Maisie, thank you for the super chat. Card for love. I feel like you need to let go of the past. Yeah, the Sun. I feel like there's definitely love coming in for you here. I feel like you need to focus on what you want. The Sun says pay attention to one cup, but it really says get very specific about the type of person you want to have in your life. I always tell people if there was ever a year, like the next 2 years actually, are kind of like years where we need to get very, very specific about the type of person we want in our lives. The first thing the universe is going to do is bring someone into our lives who does not meet those specifications, and we need to have the balls to say no. So this says get specific and you will have love. Susie, will I start to see more miracles in my life? Five of Wands, conflict, Hangman. This says you are kind of like creating your own miracles. Yeah, Hierophant, a learning time. Remember how I just said that it's like almost like you're on a break from the universe? Hierophant, it can be a pain in the ass, no doubt about it, Susie, because the Hierophant can represent challenges or challenging experiences. I don't really want to call them challenges because they're they're learning opportunities from the universe, basically. Yeah, it's like pushing you towards a more beautiful life. So I would say embrace the challenges. I don't even think that I feel like the challenges are over for you. So it's like, you're not dealing with anything major here, but I feel like you need to keep pushing forward, and it's like you're working towards this, which is total stability, kind of like everything you want, and having luxuries and nice things in your life as well. So I feel like that's what you are moving towards there. Ashwini, thank you for the super chat. You say, what is Amit feeling for me? Is it over with be something me and him? Has he moved on with someone else? Will he ever treat me the way I deserve? I feel like he's moved on, is what I'd say to you. I feel like you need to focus on new love here. Yeah, I feel like there's new love coming in for you, Ashwini. So I would move on to new love with these cards. Eight of Swords. I feel like you're keeping yourself stuck with this Eight of Swords. It's like you need to kind of like move on. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. So I feel like you need to move on to someone new here with these cards. Yeah, Tower. I feel like it's over if I'm being honest with you. For sure. Christina Gomez, thank you for the super chat. Love this week and next. You have the Page of Pentacles, someone new coming in. Yeah, let go of the past. I feel like you need to be careful of tricky people as well with this Seven of Swords here, Christina. Two of Swords, let go of the past. Christina, the Fool. I feel like you need to take a leap of faith and get out there, but definitely love. Page of Pentacles is my card of someone brand spanking new, Christina, coming into your life. So I like it. Susie, should I talk to my boss? Yes, definitely. I feel like you should, for sure. Three Cups says definitely yes. This is a card of celebration and success. The Knight of Wands is like a card that says you should do it. Yeah, High Priestess, trust your intuition. So if you feel like your intuition is telling you this, yeah, Magician, yeah, the Eight of Cups, I would say yes, definitely. Eight of Cups is like, Eight of Cups would make sense because it's just saying like, you're not feeling very fulfilled in this job. You're not feeling like, or maybe you are, but for more money, right? It's like sometimes we could have a job, and if we're not feeling very fulfilled, more money could make us feel more fulfilled. So I would say yes. I definitely feel like it's time for you to do that, for sure. For sure. All right, let me get a new deck going here, people, and we will keep going here. All right. Ashley O, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Can you tell me how my year will end? Two of Pentacles, Five of Cups. I feel like you'll feel like good. Like I feel like you will feel good, but like you are leaving certain things in the past as well. This is like a good bad type of thing here, I would say. Two of Pentacles says like focus on having fun, but it also says, Two of Pentacles also says, you have a choice on how it ends. Five of Cups also says, you have a choice on how it ends. Five of Cups is a card of feeling left out in the cold, but it says there are two cups spilt on this card, and there are three cups standing. It says, like, you have a choice on whether you end this positively or negatively. So I'd say keep it positive here. Yeah, Knight of Wands. I feel like you will feel very full of, like, desire by the end of the year. Like, you have a very strong desire to start the new year off right. So I would keep it positive, is what I'd say to you. All right. Quentin, thank you for the super chat. As always, really appreciate it. Card for January in career. You have the World. So are you talking about January? I think you are, but you have the World, so very good. This is definitely a card of like making sure to network and like work together in a group with people. That is going to lead to the most success in career. You say love and money. For love, you have the Strength card. I feel like you need to be patient. Yeah, I feel like it could be a fire sign coming in for you though. I feel like you're very attractive at this time, so I just get out there. For money, you have the Four Swords, going through a financial recovery. Yeah, it's like you're finding resources to get the things that you want. You say, and might be to new apartment next month. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, planting seeds to get the things you want. So I feel like there's good stuff coming in for you, definitely. Susie, you are no bother at all, and thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. Haiti, can I trust Dave? Thank you, Haiti, for the super chat. I would say yes. I feel like you can trust David. Yes, Four wants marriage. So, yes, definitely. I feel like you can definitely trust David for sure. Brandy, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Cards for me, I feel like death. Sorry to hear that. You have the Ace of Cups, healing, so feeling better in the Eight of Wands. The Ace of Cups to me is a card of like your emotions overflowing, feeling very happy, feeling like things are going well. Eight of Wands, charging forward towards success, kind of hitting a bullseye, doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah, Eight of Swords, take care of yourself. Eight of Swords to me can definitely be a card of sickness. Eight of Cups as well, so be careful of that. Seven of Swords, don't get sick. Follow the typical rules. Nine of Cups, though, like a wish. So I feel like there's a wish coming in for you or something like that. So I like it, Brandy. But definitely things getting better. Kelly, sorry about that, Kelly. Kelly, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, will I find a new job soon? You have the Moon and the Page of Swords. I would say yes. This is definitely a card that would represent a little bit more looking. So I feel like you will have to keep looking here, Kelly. But I would say yes. I feel like you need to put, like, trust your intuition. The Moon and the High Priestess say, trust your intuition to get something you want. You also say love as well, Kelly. Kelly, you have the Six of Swords and the Four of Cups. Definitely improvements in love. Four of Cups says that there could be like a lot more options coming in for you. But it could also say that you're not accepting the offers that are coming in. So I always tell people the Four of Cups, make sure you're dating, especially if you want love. You don't have to marry these people. I talk to so many people. I always say this, right? It's like I talk to a lot of people who want love, and they always tell me that they get a bunch of matches online, but nobody is ever good enough. I'm like, you mean to tell me that out of like the 100 matches you have, not one person is worth a coffee, not one person you can go out with? I mean, you know, please, right? So it's like, just go out. I keep telling people, you're not marrying these people. Just go out. Just prove to the universe that you want love. If you are getting matches, and if you're not going out with people, you're telling the universe, I don't want love. You know, it's so funny because I always talk to my brother about Tinder out here. My brother and I came out here to Seattle like 4 years ago. I see some of the same people on Tinder. I don't use Tinder. I don't need to be on it, but I'm just saying, like, whenever I'm, like, looking at, whenever I would be looking at Tinder before I was in a relationship, I would see the same people on there that I would see when I first came out here, like, 4 years ago. And we're talking about, you know, just basically over the summer that I would see the same people. So it's like, you know, that tells you something, right? That the same people are still on there after 4 years looking for a match. It's like, you gotta go out, right? So I feel like some of you need to go out, but definitely you as well. This is what I'm gonna say to you, Kelly. Lynette, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, cards for Dean this week. You have the Queen of Cups. Fine, yeah, I feel like Dean, this could definitely be love. Queen of Cups, love, for sure. Three of Pentacles, putting the work in. So I feel like there is definitely, like, Three of Pentacles to me in love represents wanting to work on a team. So I feel like Dean kind of, like, wants to work on a team here. And, yeah, I feel like it could be good. So I feel like this is good for you, Lynette. Yeah, Page of Cups, love offer. So definitely could be love if this is love for you. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. Random card for you, Nine of Pentacles, very single at this time. I feel like you need to get out of your head, Nicole, for sure, with the Nine of Swords. But Nine of Pentacles is a good card. Being self-sufficient, being able to take care of yourself, being able to kind of like get the things that you want here. So that's what I say to you. Yeah, I feel like you are in control at this time, Nicole. I feel like there are victories coming in for you. I feel good for you. I know you don't feel good. I'll feel good for you. No doubt about it. So that's that. Alright. Annette, I did not find her on Tinder. I don't use Tinder. I never did. It was a conversation my brother and I had. Jake he used to use Tinder all the time until he got a girlfriend. But yeah, I never was into Tinder or anything like that. So that's that. But yeah, like I said, it was a funny conversation. That's all. All right. Why won't this load? Hold on one second, people. Every once in a while, YouTube is just a butthead, right? Like it's being tonight. Janny, thank you for the super chat, Janny. Really appreciate it. You say here, what's going on with David and me? Hierophant, Two of Swords. It's like someone needs to make a decision here. The Hierophant is a good card because it could represent marriage, Janie, but the Two of Swords with the Hierophant says, like, there needs to be a decision made in this situation. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, the Devil. I think he is a Capricorn, right, Janie? So this could just be him showing up here with the Devil. Seven of Wands. It's like there needs to be a plan put into action. Remember when I said, like I said this earlier, Janie, that I'm not sure if you were here to hear this, but basically, with Neptune and Pisces, if we're in a relationship, it's like we need to make sure that we have a plan. We need to make sure that it is real. So I feel like that's what needs to happen. Knight of Pentacles, I feel like he's moving slowly towards you, is what I'd say, Janie. So I feel like things will move forward soon. For sure. All right. I think I'm all caught up here, people. Let me just reload this one real quick. And yeah, I think we're good. So if I have not answered your question, I will stick around for a few more minutes. And I will answer some more questions. So feel free to pop your questions in down below. So that's that. All right. Maybe there aren't any questions. Hi, my name is Teresa. Hello. Can I please have a card for the week? You have the Five of Pentacles, Six of Cups. I feel like a turnaround for you, Teresa. So I feel like there's like good stuff coming in for you. Other Teresa Zinzi, you say, should I pursue my coworker I like, Ed? Yes, I feel like you should, for sure. Two Wands, take the lead. So yes, for sure, is what I would say to you. No doubt about it. Annette, I totally snickered at your comment. Terry, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like there's a turnaround in love coming in for you here, Terry. What is it? Queen of Swords. I feel like you need to open up. Queen of Swords, too closed off of energy for love. So I feel like you need to open up and you will find love. Kathleen, I feel like your boss thinks you're a good worker. Temperance is a good card for work because it's like, you know, pouring water back and forth, but it is a card of results. So I feel like your boss thinks very highly of you. Mava, you have the Ten of Cups, Fortune after difficulty. Good things coming in for you, Mava, so I love it. Victoria, card for the new year. Ten of Pentacles, love it. Definitely a very good card. So finances, success, pretty much anything you want. So love it. Haley, for your new business, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Results, they might be like a little slow, but definitely results coming in for you. Mava answered. Guylaine, for the week, you have the King of Cups. So I feel like a very supportive, happy week, actually, for you. I like it. Kenneth Green, for the week, you have the Death card, going through a transformation, Three Cups. I feel like there are people who want to help you. I would open up to people in your life, like family members, your community, or just people in your life. I feel like there are people who want to help you go through a transformation, Kenneth. Yes, you have the Emperor. I feel like you need to follow a plan to be successful, is what I would say to you. Nicole Long, you say, very single. Find me on FB and look at my pictures. It's not like I'm the ugliest human in the world. Maybe my personality stinks. I don't know. I feel like you're just like keeping yourself stuck here. Maybe going through difficulties, of course, with the Tower. Empress, very attractive, Nicole, so I wouldn't even worry about it. I feel like things will change. Mimi, you say here, will I get permanent position in the company I'm temping at? If you want to. The Justice card says you have a choice, basically, Mimi. So I feel like you have a choice whether or not you will be there permanently or not. So I would just ask and tell them. So that's what I'd say to you. Everything metaphysical and coffee with Zoe. Hello. You have the Fool card. I think it's time for you to take a leap of faith with this card here, is what I'd say to you. Sandy Rose, I know. I definitely, I know it's a chocolate for sure. I do know that. J.E., no you don't. J.E., pop your question in down below, and I will answer it. JE, will my finances improve in the near future? I would say yes, you have the Lovers, the Sun. Best card in the deck, the Sun. So, yes, this could definitely be a new job coming in for you. The Lovers is a perfect match, basically. So, even outside of love, it just says there will be a perfect match. The Sun is you being very happy, but it's also just the best card in the deck. It's a very good card. So, yes, this looks very positive for you, for sure. Luvia, you have the King of Wands. I feel like this could be a fire sign coming in for you. Lady Lynn, I feel like you could have love if you wanted it. Magician says you can have whatever you want. You just need to attract it into your life. Alnita, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will me and Derek stay together? Page of Pentacles, a star. If you want to, the star is very good for fixing a relationship. It's a card of renewal. It's like a card of, you know, like putting the work back in. So that's what I would say to you. So yes, for sure. All right, so that's good. Chana, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. What do you see for my ex and I? Will we get back together? No, I would say no. Ten of Swords, definitely not with that, if I'm being honest with you. So that's that. Elizabeth, I would say yes, Elizabeth Gonzalez. So yes, for sure, is what I'd say to you. I feel like they will. So, yes. All right, I will answer, like, two more questions. I always say one more and answer, like, 10 more, but I mean it tonight, right? For sure. And I gotta fix this, because it's driving me nuts. There we go. Much better. So, get your next person wins, maybe. The next person has about 30 seconds to get their question in before I get going here. But remember, everybody, I will not be here tomorrow. Just so everybody knows. I mean, I will be here tomorrow night, but not during the day. I'm not doing the weeklies until Thursday, just so everybody knows. But make sure to check out your just make sure to check out your readings that are up on the channel. JE, you say I keep getting readings about recent ex coming back. Is that true? I would say no. Five of Swords, no. So I would say no for sure. Yeah, it's like you know the truth. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords says you say here. I don't believe it. The Ace of Swords says you know the truth. So that is what I would say to you. Roy, where are you from, Chris? I am from Mars. Is where I am from. Brandy, the rest of your life. You have the Nine of Wands, not giving up is what I would say to you. Five of Wands, Ace of Wands, doing something creative, doing something you're passionate about. Brandy is what I feel like for you. But, all right, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Who knows what we're going to do. It's going to be a mystery tomorrow. Actually, probably just do the dailies, but... thank you, everybody, for being here. Again, I will have links down below, not only for the super chats, but I will also have links for the weekly readings as well. So, thank you, everybody, and have a good night.